Howdy everybody. I'm heading over to feed the chickadees in the chicken house. So come along with me because I have something exciting to show you. We don't get a lot of brooders in our flocks of chickens. We buy them from agricultural places around here, and they're either layers or brooders. Not brooders that sit on eggs, but brooders that you're going to eat. And because of that, a lot of the regular chicken behaviors that are associated with them have been bred out of the chickens. So we don't get a lot of chickens that actually sit on eggs until they hatch. But we have one, and her name is Negrita. She's pretty old now, but she still is a brooder. And yesterday I came out here and lo and behold, there were 10 little chickens, pollitos that we call it in Spanish. So I'm going to show them to you. Okay, so here we are at the chicken house. This is originally designed as a deep bedding chicken house. I abandoned that when I realized how hard it was to get the bedding out. And it's a design flaw, really. I hadn't designed any way to get the material out easily. And so I abandoned that. And now I went to the chicken house on steroids, in which I would pile up a bunch of material to compost, let the chickens tear down the pile, and I'd pile it back up again. And now I'm trying something even newer with the chicken house on steroids, because I'm not piling it up anymore. I realized that every day I come out here and they've torn down the pile, and it's around here, they're breaking up the material very well. As a matter of fact, you can hardly see any material anymore. But the point is that they break it up really well. They're pooping on it. You could see poop down there. So I'm getting the nitrogen in there. It's getting scratched and moved around. There's Negrita right there and all the babies. Now, I knew that Negrita had been sitting on the eggs, but I didn't have a lot of hope that any were going to hatch because I hadn't seen Griseldo. Here's Griseldo. I hadn't seen Griseldo mating with any of them. And all of these chickens are pretty old now. I don't know, 4, it could be even 5 years old, some of them. And I figured, maybe Griseldo's a little old to be mating with the chickens. So I had pretty much given up on getting any new chickens hatched. And so I was about to tell Lena that we were going to have to go and buy 10 or 15 pollitos, baby chickens, from the agricultural place. And lo and behold, I came down here, and the next day the chickens had hatched. Now, I no doubt will be getting some comments from some of you saying, "Oh, you have to get those little babies out of there. The big ones are going to kill them." Well, that hasn't been my experience. First of all, Negrita is a very fierce mother. She doesn't let any of the other chickens get even near the babies. But secondly, I'm kind of the belief that they do better this way. They do better when they're older, when they grow up like this with the other chickens. They don't fight as much. They're much more manageable within a closed area of the pen like this. As you could see from this area right here, that the bedding is pretty deep, or at least it was pretty deep. The whole area here was filled with bedding this deep, but not anymore because the chickens have scratched and broken up the material into a finer material that I can use to spread out there as mulch and compost. One thing that I really learned as a novice farmer is to always keep my options open, to always be thinking about new things and trying new things. A well-known regenerative farmer out of North Dakota, Gabe Brown, says that if he and his son don't fail a few times during the year, then they believe that they're not trying enough new things. And I subscribe to that ideology. I'm always trying new things, so this new, it's not deep bedding anymore, so I'm not putting a meter or so of material in here. Too difficult to get it back out, like I said. But I am putting probably 30 centimeters of material in here and letting the chickens break it up and go from there. So I just brought some water for the babies there. And there's nothing more satisfying to me. I really enjoy watching them drink for some reason. I don't quite know why, but it's very satisfying to me to watch them with their little heads go down, and then they put them up in the air to let the water go down their throat. I really like watching it. Look at them. I just wanted to take you out here and show you the babies. They're very cute. And that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.